Hey guys, Devine here. Hope you're doing fabulous as always. So guys, today I wanted to talk to you about maybe helping you understand some of the reasons you get angry and disappointed and so forth with people and situations that happen to you, through you, and around you. And we're going to go into some of the things that I've been learning about that right after this. All right, guys, welcome back. So yes, today this is a very, very important subject because so many of us live in regret. So many of us live in disappointment and anger and hold these grudges against people. And what we really need to understand is, why is this all happening to us? Why did this person hurt me? I've been a friend to them for years. Or why did this accident happen? You know, I paid attention, but you know, what really is happening, guys, and I don't know if you realize this or not, but I'm sure some of you will, but listen, there's a little small voice within our spirits, within our hearts, that talks to us all the time. And when that person hurt you, there were signs coming up that your spirit, that small voice within you was warning you. And what really is transpiring is not our anger towards them. That's what we portray it as, because the real issue is our own disappointment within ourselves that we let it happen. And so what do? We actually portray that out because we don't want to blame ourselves. So we put it out there on somebody else, even though we knew in our spirits, in our hearts, in our souls, that there was not something right. Something was just a little off. And what we need to do is we need to understand that we have to sit down and really just start to learn to listen to that voice inside of us. Some people say it's their gut, that gut feeling you have. Some people say, you know, it's your spirit that's talking to you. Whatever you want to call it, right? It's there. And it will always lead and guide and direct you in the right situations and the right ways, right? The issue is we live in a world where there is so much hustle and bustle. There are so many distractions around us that we find it very hard to listen to that little still small voice within us. And when we do that and something happens, we hold a grudge against somebody else. Now let me ask you a question. Is you being angry at somebody hurting them in any way? No. The only person it hurts is you. And so what you need to understand is, I need to stop letting other people control my life. I need to stop being angry at situations that may have happened, at people, because first things first, it doesn't affect them in any way, shape, or form. The only person it affects is me. And why am I going to let somebody else dictate how happy I am, right? So you have to understand that. So when you get those inclinations, that still small voice talking to you inside, the main thing you have to do is you just have to listen. And then you have to learn, because guys, it's not easy. Like I said, there's so much stuff going on around you. You have to learn to listen. And you can't be upset at yourself when you weren't listening, right? Because it's a process. It's like anything else. You got to grow, and you got to grow, and you got to learn. It all becomes a process of you growing. So now what do we do when we are angry? You're hearing this right now, and you're pissed off at somebody. You know, they did you wrong. They cheated on you. They did this. They did that. They stole from you. It doesn't matter, right? Because at the end of the day, you already knew it was going to happen. So you're just disappointed in yourself. So the first thing you have to do is you have to forgive, right? First things first, you have to forgive yourself. You don't necessarily 100% need to say, I forgive them. Okay? Even though you do, because that anger, that resentment within you is only gonna hurt you. But most importantly, and most people don't realize this, you have to forgive you. And when you forgive you, it's easy to forgive other people. The problem is that we refuse to forgive ourselves because we don't want to take responsibility for our own actions. We don't want to take responsibility, say, maybe I knew something wasn't right? So we're just going to betray it on somebody else, and we're just going to say, hey, it's all your fault. But at the end of the day, you already knew. Now, so you forgave yourself, right? You forgave them. Now what do I do? How do I continue to grow? First things first, you start listening for that voice more. You start listening. You obey it. When it says, wait, something's not right here. There's something wrong about this guy. What do? You separate yourself, right? You don't put yourself in a position to go against that still small voice, right? And then the next thing you do is you just go about your life. You have to go out there. You have to love. You have to be the man, the woman that God has created you to be. And you can't do that holding resentment, anger, any of these things, ill will feelings towards somebody, right? Because the only way you get more successful in life is you have to love yourself, and you can't love yourself if you're angry at yourself. So you have to get in there and forgive yourself. Forgive the people around you. And then listen. Now what do? I smile. You know what? It doesn't matter what the circumstances are around. You know, I am going to have a smile on my face all the time, because that's just what I do. I'm not going to let the world, a person, anything affect who I am. Because I know that greater is he that's in me than he that's of the world, right? So I know that whatever I can do, the Bible says all things are possible to them that believe, according to the power within. Now we're going to get into this in another video, because that's another really powerful statement. But the power is within you to do anything and everything. Jesus said, I go to the Father, so you're going to do greater works than I have. And he forgave everybody. He loved everyone. Guys, this is a whole different video, but at the same point in time, you need to also get at least the basic principles so that you can learn to forgive yourself, forgive other people, and start walking in that victory, and that joy, and that love again. Because there's so many people walk in resentment day in and day out, and they wonder why they're so miserable, and yet they haven't even looked within to learn what they need to forgive. So guys, make this a reality in your life. Start listening to that still small voice. Get in there and forgive yourself of all those pains that you've had since you were a kid. And just start walking in victory. Is it going to be easy? No. It takes work. Nothing in this world that is worth anything is easy. And if it was, everyone would already be there. But we live in a world where people are killing each other day and night, where people are doing all these mean and nasty things. You know, it's all because of that resentment within them. And guys, you've heard me say it before. Stop watching the friggin' news. It's only going to continue to harbor that and build on it. They only want you to think that somebody else is wrong, when realistically, they just want to keep you in bondage. And I'm here to set you free. Okay? Anyways, guys, appreciate you watching my video. Make sure you're commenting down below, liking the video, going to all my social media platforms, liking my pages there as well. I definitely appreciate your guys' support. It does mean a lot to me. And, you know, make sure you go buy some of my merchandise. You can buy it right at rondevine.com. You see the web link right down there at the bottom of the page. Anyways, guys, I'm here to give you that spirit of increase, because I know if you get that spirit of increase, then you're going to change your perspective. And when you change your perspective, you change your life. And if I can help you change your life, then we can change this world one person at a time. As always, You guys make sure you create yourselves a fabulous day.